What is up? What is up, everybody? It is a Birdman underscore 951 coming back at you with a video today on this Monday where the Philadelphia Eagles did some crazy thing and everybody's talking about it. Everybody's I think a lot of people are real happy about it, and I got mixed opinions, mixed emotions about it. And let me share the screen real quick so you guys know what I am talking about. And there it is. That's what everybody is talking about right now. The Eagles trade to the Saints. What up, Primetime? What's going on, man? The Eagles do a deal with the Saints, agree to a big trade. The Eagles receive number 18th pick, number 101 pick this year, the third round, number 237th pick in the seventh round. So those are the little extras right there for this year. So 101 pick third is the extra. 237 seventh round pick is the extra. Then we get the 2023 first round pick from the Saints and a following 2024 second round. And the Saints, I think they moved up or we switched or whatever. So, yeah, we switched. So they got our 16th and the 19th, and they got the 194th pick in the sixth round. A lot of mumbo jumbo right there. But I want to give you guys my take on it, and we'll see what you guys think about it. And not that picture. I need the full. Nope. Let's remove that. Okay. I know AK is doing this thing right now. You guys can go check that out. But I'm just gonna do this real quick and just kind of give you my feedback of how I feel today about the whole deal going down. Shout out to all the YouTube content creators family, everybody reporting on it. You know, Philly Mike, Joe, LB. I mean, the list goes on and on. But let me give you my feeling on the whole thing. Is just I get it why we made the move. Basically, you know, everybody and their mama's been talking about we weren't going to use that third pick in the first round anyways. So that's why it was going to get, you know, pushed back or whatever for the following year. And we all kind of agreed to it, which is fine. You know, I kind of was there with them. But now that the deal is actually done, I kind of feel weird about it, man. Like, it kind of like I'm not as excited with the Eagles going to the season right now because let's face it, we really haven't really did major moves to make like this thing like, you know, edge of our seat and running to the store, buying jerseys and stuff like that. And it just doesn't have that feeling right now. Now things could change. Maybe people are kind of saying that possibly we could do some deal and go get a DK Metcalf and this guy, that guy, Parker. The list goes on and on. But I don't think Howie's in the let's buy now mode. I think he's just kind of sitting in the recliner. What's up, Jadis? What's up, Prime? And then Jadis, what's up? What's going on, man? Are you loving this deal, man? Let me know. And I just kind of feel that Howie's just chilling in his recliner, having a spritzer or whatever he drinks, and he's just kind of seeing what he can get for right now. What up, Slay? And I know Slay likes the deal, and I get where Slay's going with it when I heard him earlier, and it's just kind of it's kind of just not making me too excited because it's kind of like buying a gift for yourself. Like, say you ordered something online. Like, let's say if you were a gamer or if you're a guy that works on cars and you're upgrading your turbo or you're buying some rims and it's the rims you want, everything looks good, but there's just one catch that they're on back order and you got to wait like a year or even two to receive them, and it's really hard to wait for something that you want. And me wanting to get the product on the field right now, it's kind of it's tough for me because I love the watching Eagles so much. It's just like I want the best potential out there, and all I ask is just give us that shot. And it just feels like we're just kind of on cruise mode right now, which maybe things change, but we currently stand right now, I just feel that we're just cruising right now, and we're on Howie vision, like Philly 500 says. This is like Howie vision and stuff like that, and we're pretty much saying that we support you, Jalen Hurts, but we have to have our option, just in case, So, how is Jalen going to respond to this? How is he going to feel about it? That's to be determined. Let's see, Jadis. How do you feel about the trade? I think we won the trade. I think we won the trade. Yeah. Yeah. Like as far as the deal goes, yeah, we won the trade versus the Saints. But like I said, it's like buying something that you need, but you don't get to have that gift till next year. It's like you're like almost like a Christmas present. It's like if you told your kids, if you had kids, if you're old enough to have kids, you're like, hey, here's the PS5. You're gonna get that for Christmas, or Santa's getting it for Christmas. Um, but you're gonna have to wait next year because it's be less expensive, But they were like so ready to have that gift, but then when you tell them you gotta wait a year from now, it kind of like puts everything on the back burner. It's kind of like a letdown. I guess that's the best way I could explain how I feel on the move. I kind of knew it was gonna happen, but once it did happen, I feel kind of indifferent because I kind of feel like we're just set up to just have like an average year. Let's see. Slay said, I see where you're coming from. I feel, bro, I'm tired of being patient. We have to get better this year completely. Yeah. And that's like, I think that's the new word for the Eagles is patient. but I want a player, not more picks. Yeah. Jinx said, I'm not happy about this. What about you? Yeah, I feel we could have done something right now with it. I feel like we could have get a receiver or something, because especially when you see like all these trades going down and some of these teams getting guys like for a fifth round pick, and like sometimes it just seems like peanuts. And then you look at the Philadelphia Eagles and you're like, how can we can't do something like that? We're, you know, we kind of knew we were gonna have, we are set up for like an 8-9 win season, and then we're waiting for the numbers to look good. You get rid of Carson Wentz's contract. Hey, coach, if you want to join, I'd love to talk to you on here for a little bit. If you can, let me know. I'll send you the link on Twitter or something. I'd love to get your opinion. So I just feel that, I don't know. I kind of, even, and I'm his biggest critic, Jalen Hurts. I just kind of feel like it's just kind of not fair at this point in time, because there hasn't been really any big movement happening other than what we just did today, as far as getting any more weapons in here or a veteran guy. I just feel that Howie's just going to let this thing ride, and he might get a receiver in the later rounds. But really, how crazy am I going to be unless it's just like we hit on a miracle guy and he's in here to do something great, like, but that's like a diamond in the rough. Let's see. Jade, I'm okay with it. It's not the best, but we're just living in it, right? What up, coach? Yeah. If you're down to join, if you got some time, even if it's for like 5-10 minutes, man, I appreciate it. Pick your brain a little bit. Let's see. Huh? You need to unlock it? All right. Let's see. Jinx said, like you said, I'm tired of waiting to be great. Yeah, and it's just I mean, you're always gonna watch your birds. You're always gonna be ready for the season and stuff like that. I'm gonna be, at draft parties in Las Vegas and everything. So yeah, of course you're gonna be excited representing the team and everything. Oh, okay. Um, but as far as this goes, it's just like it kind of, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people that are really excited about it, but it's kind of funny to say, because you're like, you're excited because you're waiting for next year, not this year. So it's very weird to say that you're excited for next year. We're in 22 right now, but we're excited for 23. So it's just crazy to me that that's where we're at. And the other thing too is that, and I believe Colin Coward or Cowherd, I believe he made a comment saying something like that the Eagles won this trade if the Eagles knew how to draft. And as much as I hate that guy, I can't stand Colin, he's right. He's definitely right, because we do not draft well. We're like in purgatory, HELL. We're always kind of just in the mix. We're almost there, not quite there. It's always like, and we have to make the move. We have to make these picks, have to be defense. I don't think we can do any offense right now. But who knows, if Howie sees a offensive line guy, stud or something, maybe Howie gets an O-line guy in the first round. Sometimes like he does these things that don't make sense, and it just like it feels like we're gonna go. People feel that we're taking steps forward, but I feel that we're gonna be in the same position. We'll be in the same position because of two things. Like, we don't draft well, and then the next year when we do have this draft capital and all these draft picks, if we're not doing good, that means that we're going to be looking for a quarterback. So those two first round picks are going to be for a quarterback. So in hindsight, we're just kind of like we're kind of resetting again. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it like I'm not in the mood right now to be hyped on a quarterback for 2023. You know, I'll get there maybe if this, because I talked to, shout out to King, and he said there's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out. But I'm just not there at the moment ready to be like, let's do this, you know? So it's like, it's very tough to just like wait and be patient. And, oh man. And I kind of like knew that this was going to happen, you know, with the third pick in the first round. But I'm just like, now that it's here and we done it, like now I kind of feel indifferent about it. And like I was talking to MJ today. Shout out to him if he's watching, or you might watch later. Shout out to you. And he's real excited about it. And I could see where you could be real excited about it, because like you got future picks and this and that. But the only thing is that I think maybe we're only sort of excited for it is if Jalen is not the guy. Because if he's not the guy, you know, we can go get that quarterback, a franchise quarterback. So, and again, if we do that, it's gonna feel like we're restarting again. Like we're gonna be doing this again. We're gonna be talking like we're gonna this if the new quarterback comes in, we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to see what he's gonna get, and then we're gonna have to build around him. And then we got to see if Nick Sirianni is good with this quarterback, because right now I don't think Nick Sirianni is a good mix with Jalen Hurts. I don't think they're good together. So what's up, Damon? He said, let's see, is it Demon or Damon? Awesome trade. Awesome trade. Two first this year in a ish draft. You think so? It's a ish draft. They said it's real defensive heavy. Two first next year, a pretty decent draft. Hurts gets a final year to improve. Otherwise, trade up for a quarterback next year. Plus, we get an extra pick. And I see that point. You know and you're not wrong for saying that. A lot of the Eagle fan base, a lot of fans would agree with you. It's just if okay, so let's say let's take that plan right there. We go get that new quarterback next year, but the only problem is you might have to use your two first to move up or whatever it is. So you're gonna have to do a lot of work to get where this quarterback is. If you want him in the first, or you're probably gonna have to be in the first or second. And if it's this type of draft where if he's a number one pick for 2023, you're gonna have to move up to get it, because your plan is you got your two. You might have to trade for another one if the whoever, like, say if we're a 12th or 15th pick, you know, you got to package that deal together to get to that number one. Okay, so we're at number one for 2023. We get that quarterback, but now we need to get weapons. Devontae's a great start, but we need more. So we need another wide receiver. Maybe, just maybe, Howie pulls a rabbit out of the hat and we find a decent two. Like a real, no, not even a decent two. I want like a really good, solid two. If he's able to do that, I would feel a lot better. But if he's just sticking with Devontae and Quez and Regs and JJ, I don't even want to talk about Whiteside, but you know, that's got to play out. And then you probably don't have Kelsey, so you're probably going to move Dickerson to center. Lane Johnson, that's going to be tricky because you got to see his health and how he does this year. And then I forgot who we're going to move. So then it would be Mulata. I know I'm missing some guys right now. Is it Driscoll? I'm missing some guys right now. But I think so. What I'm trying to get to is that we're probably missing one or two on the O line, Kelsey and Lane Johnson. So we're gonna need to make replacements for that. Darius Slay, that's gonna be a question mark. Maybe we get a corner. Who knows? And also Fletcher Cox. He's probably not going to be on this team. Hassan Reddick, yes, he's there. Is he his replacement? That's debatable. I mean, as far as like star power, that's what I mean. Not that damn Dallas star, but a star quality person. Um, and we also have to make sure that Gannon knows what he's doing with this defense and doesn't screw this up. Sorry. I One player instead of the picks would have been way better. Could have been, yeah, that could have been something like that. Sorry, extra picks, second, third, and seventh. Yeah, let me see if I can pull. Yeah, so that's this year, the third and seventh, or maybe you can combine something right here. That might help. So, and then I'm almost you. This pick right here that we get. It has to be. I want it to be a running back, a receiver, or something. Maybe even a tight end right there. Got to turn that into something nice. We we are going. We are. Wait, where are we going to get a wide receiver? Exactly, man. Imagine if we drafted Archie Manning. Just even. Fans want everything now. Remember, we're rebuilding, which takes time. But the thing is, we seem like, with your plan, if, with getting a quarterback, doesn't that mean that we're sort of rebuilding again? Like, so we're kind of, we will be like rebuilding the rebuild. Let's see. CJ Stroud or Bryce Young, go all in next year, but gotta give Hurts the chance, dude. The chance. Dude took us to playoffs with one wide receiver. Yeah. Well, that and to your point there, that's why I kind of wanted Howie to just get him something, just so I could see what it looks like. Because if we stick with what we got, it's kind of like, I mean, no shot at Zach Pascal, but I just don't see him as a great number two, like that. Whoa, I mean, he's probably going to get more yards. Obviously, it looks like he can catch and everything. But I still don't see him like he's going to take us to the next level, which is what I kind of want. Those are all the points I wanted to say, offense wise. Prime said F those things. Yeah, and it's just like we gotta. It's very tough because with a guy like Howie Roseman, it's very frustrating because you just don't know what he is capable of. I believe he doesn't. It feels like he doesn't even trust his own scouting department. He kind of feels to me like he's kind of stepping into that Jerry Jones road where he's like, I'm gonna pick my guys, and these are the guys, and then if they're not getting their playing time, he puts them on the field, and they say these things that, they're saying, oh, they progressed and they look good and all these things, but as Eagle fans, like I don't see what Howie sees sometimes. I just don't know what he's looking at. So it's very frustrating to me to just kind of sit back there and just kind of wait. People said, well, we're going to wait to see what Jalen looks like. But I kind of already know what he looks like, and I know what he is and what he isn't. problems with Nick Sirianni. I don't like the connection there. I feel it's kind of it's very inconsistent what they're doing. Nick Sirianni's game planning is kind of bland and boring at times. That's questionable. And this running back room, what are we going to do at running back? Because let's face it, Miles Sanders does just not stay healthy. And I mean, do you put Gainwell at the top and just put Miles in the back to prolong the longevity of Miles Sanders in the off season? You know, that you got to look at that too. You got Boston. You got to really, I really want a running back. I really want another big back running back. Like having like a Shady McCoy style running back is nice, but it has to make sense. And you also need that bruiser back that's going to take a lot of the pressure off of him to like always hitting the hole and this and that, and finding the right stuff. Howie is beating that Ray. He's betting that Ray. Yeah, I don't get it, man. Like, you're trying to sell this fan base that already sees it, and the problem with Jalen Reagor, and I was listening to One Trey Rock, and he really believes in the guy, and he sees potential and all that stuff. And that's another problem that we have to look at this organization, is that I feel that we just do not develop players correctly here. And you brought in this young coaching staff, and where are we to be like, yeah, this coaching staff is going to put them in the right position, make them better, they're just going to look like world beaters at the end of the day. I don't see it right now, because every time it seems like we let a player go, it seems like when they go to a different city, they have a different mindset over there, and they gravitate to it, and they seem like they just do better than they do in Philly. You got to look at guys like Rasul Douglas. Who else is out there? Mac Hollins even looks like he does things out there that he wasn't doing over here. There's some defensive guys that I'm missing. And then there's the other thing too, is that like Jordan Hicks. So Jordan Hicks is on the Philadelphia Eagles, and it just seemed like he was hurt every single year. And he goes to the Cardinals, and he's just as healthy as a horse, and that's frustrating, because we've been dealing, like, ever since Doug Peterson's kind of been here, we had that injury thing that we just couldn't get over. It's like every week somebody went down. And I think this is finally we have a year where it wasn't that much injury. It was Brandon Graham went out. Brandon Brooks, I don't know what happened to Brandon Brooks, but he started doing the whole thing and being hurt, not being on there. You got Lane Johnson. He's starting to get in that age where he's just can't stay healthy. And then he has, he's having the mental issues and stuff like that. And it's like, you understand that these guys need time and all that stuff, but then it gets a little frustrating, because when they're not on the field, it's really tough to just bring any old Joe in here and just he's going to fill in the shoes. And then also we do that thing where we kind of just like we have someone on the left side. Now we're going to switch him to the right side. Now the guy on the right side's out. Now we got to switch him to the left side, and so on and so forth. We've been doing that whole O-line carousel, and that's got to come to, and that sucks. But I know I'm rambling here, but it's just like I'll eventually get over this whole pick, and maybe I don't know, maybe Howie has a trick up his sleeve or something, and this changes for the Philadelphia Eagles. At least I hope and pray that he nails the defense, like get some solid dudes in here at least, if we're going to not really pay attention to the offense so much, and you address that in the later rounds, because you do want defense, and maybe there is an O-line guy that you're looking at for Lane Johnson's replacement and stuff. But there's so many things that with this team, and the variables and coaching, and Jonathan Gannon, what is he gonna do? Is he the guy? There's just so many things, man. But I don't know, man. I just like it. Just feels kind of. It was funny because Keaton called me up and he thought I'd be real excited because that means that this is like the end of Jalen Hurts. But then, I just kind of felt weird about it because like, it's not that I wanted this to happen, but it's just like I thought they really were sold with Jalen and they were gonna do everything they could possible to make it, make this make sense. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to do a quick stream, just kind of touch base with you guys and kind of let you how I'm feeling right now about this whole shenanigans that went down with Howie Roseman. But it's always fly, Eagles fly to the day we die. And I am out. Peace.